Welcome to Algalon. Okay, this is the 10-man encounter for us on display. This footage is actually a couple of weeks old now, but hey, better late than never. Remember that things differ slightly in the 25-man version of this fight, and damage will be greater. Okay, so Algalon is a two-phase fight. Phase 1, let's start with his abilities. First of all, he's got something called Phase Punch. Phase Punch is a periodic attack that causes about 10,000 damage and gives the tank 1 stack. At 5 stacks, the tank will phase out of existence into the other realm, so the off-tank needs to quickly jump in and taunt. Tanks will swap like this throughout the entire fight. Quantum Strike. Quantum Strike is a frequent attack on the tank for about 16k damage. There's nothing you can do about this, so just heal through it. Cosmic Smash. Cosmic Smashes are easily identified as big red fissures that appear in the floor. These regularly occurring effects, when complete, cause over 40,000 damage on the fissure spot itself, so you need to move away from them. Even being away from them, you'll still receive damage, but that's negligible in comparison and can be healed through. Collapsing Stars. Just after the encounter starts, Algalon will summon 4 collapsing stars. These stars move around randomly, slowly decaying in health until they reach 0. When they do reach 0 health, they will explode, doing raid-wide damage of about 16k each. Obviously, if you leave all of these to decay on their own, they will simply explode simultaneously for a total of 64,000 raid-wide damage, namely a wipe. To deal with these, simply allocate a single range DPS to take them out each in turn, at a time when the raid is healthy and not about to suffer from one of Algalon's other DPS effects. Remember, when a star is killed, the explosion leaves a black hole behind. Black holes cause around 1,500 damage per second to players in them, so don't enter them until the right time. Namely, also, when you do go into them, you'll phase into the realm. So what is the right time? Well, it's when he's about to cast Big Bang. Big Bang causes around about 80,000 damage to every player in the raid. So, to avoid it, which obviously you need to do, you move into a black hole about 2 seconds before he completes the cast. Leaving your entry to a black hole until as late as possible minimises incoming damage from the black hole itself, whilst continuing to maximise, let's say, your DPS on the boss. Moving into the same black hole that someone else enters means that you enter into the same phased alternate dimension as them. Be warned, however, there are elite mobs called dark matter inside this phased area that will attack you. So really that's yet another reason not to be there for too long. When the Big Bang effect completes, the resulting explosion will cause you to phase back to the real world. However, there's always a catch. You must leave one player behind in the real world when the Big Bang completes, otherwise Algalon will cast Ascent to the Heavens, killing the raid instantly. It makes sense to leave the current main tank behind, who will need to blow all cooldowns etc. to eat the explosion. Remember, it's physical damage. The only other element to Phase 1 you will encounter are the summoned living constellations. They don't really seem to do much, but remember this fight is a subtle one. Without anyone generating ag on them, they will migrate to your healers or to your DPS through incidental AoE attacks. I say it's subtle because there are multiple sources of incoming damage to your team, and this is just another one. It doesn't have to be much to cause a problem. You can kite them into a black hole, and when you do, it kills both the black hole and the constellation. However, be careful of the quantity of black holes you kill, because obviously you need to leave at least one black hole to survive the Big Bang. Conversely, you want to kill as many black holes, if you've got the time, to increase the places that people can run around when running away from, say, the Cosmic Smashes. Okay, that's it for Phase 1. Phase 2, much shorter. As soon as Algalon reaches 20%, Phase 2 is reached. All remaining collapsing stars and constellations despawn. No more will spawn again for this fight. Instantly, 4 black holes appear in a square around the boss, with 4 of the elite dark matters summoned from each of the black holes in the phased realm. You should instantly swap tanks, irrespective of the current phase tank or current phase stack your main tank has. This means you will not need to swap again, as your off-tank now needs to grab every single dark matter spawned from the black holes. And when they do spawn, they'll spawn, I think it was 2 or 4 at a time, and the off-tank needs to grab everything. If you do swap right at the start, that means that the current main tank on the boss himself will not be phased out of existence, and 20% is more than enough to kill him before he reaches 5 stacks. So basically from this point it's a DPS race. Kill the boss before the dark matters overwhelm your team. And that's it. Good luck.
Witness the fury of the cosmos. Beware. I have seen worlds bathed in the Maker's flames, their denizens fading without so much as a whimper. Entire planetary systems born and raised in the time that it takes your mortal hearts to beat once. Yet all throughout, my own heart devoid of emotion, of empathy, I have felt nothing. A million lives wasted.